Hey guys, what's up? Emo Cat Dad here, hanging out with you, bringing you another Emo Cat Dad Listens. First off, apologies for the video quality yesterday. Not quite sure what went on. This video I originally recorded in the morning as well, and it was bad. The only thing I did differently was my iPhone had an update, so I did that update and seems to be okay. So fingers crossed we won't have that issue anymore. Anyways, if you're new here, Emo Cat Dad Listens. What I do is I check out one new artist every day of 2024. So 365 new artists or bands, new to me anyways. And today I'm checking out a really old band that's still kicking around but hasn't released music since 2006. That band's Spitalfield. So what I know about Spitalfield is they're like one of those emo pop rock bands out of Chicago from the early 2000s. I never really checked them out because I liken them to The Academy Is. And The Academy Is, I'd heard a couple songs, they weren't my favorite, so I just kind of moved on from that whole scene until Fall Out Boy came out. Probably should have went back and visited at some point, but never did. The reason I'm checking them out today is because they're actually rolling through my neighboring town in a couple weeks, so might as well check them out and see if I should go to the show. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get into Spitalfield. So as I mentioned, Spitalfield doesn't have a whole lot of music out there. They have 4 total albums. 1 in 2000, 1 in 2003, 1 in 2005, 1 in 2006. The 2001 was not put out by a major label, so it's not streaming anywhere. But the other 3 albums were put out by Victory, including their first album on Victory called Remember Right Now, which was their biggest. So I'm going to check out 2 singles from that. The first being I Love the Way She Says LA. So this was their big single that everyone remembers them for, and I really do dig the melody quite a bit. The song is catchy overall, but the fact that it lacked a hook was kind of disappointing to me since, you know, this is an emo pop punk song. But I did really dig the mini breakdown at the end. Spitalfield, North Lane Has Ripped You Off. So since this was their big album, I decided to check out a second song from it, and that's the second single, Those Days You Felt Alive. Take a walk inside your head so that I can see. Now this song, the pre-chorus was so strong, I was buzzing about it. And then that chorus hit, and it was disappointing, especially compared to the pre-chorus. There's lots of repetition. They say the line, go and change it, way too many times. It just completely took me out of the song. Luckily, when the pre-chorus came back, I got jolted up again just to be torn back down by that repetitive chorus. Alright, so now we're going to their next album called Stop Doing Bad Things, which was also released by Victory Records. And I checked out the single from that one, Gold Dust versus the State of Illinois. So this album came out in 2005, 2 years after Remember Right Now. And in those 2 years, Victory Records kind of blew up a little bit. So they were able to put more money into things, and the production on this album shows that they sunk the money into this. Vocalist Mark Rose's vocals are so much crisper and cleaner on this album than the last. And this song has the best chorus out of the 3 I've heard. No competition, really. And finally, I listened to Secrets in the Mirror, which was off their, as of right now, final album, Better Than Knowing Where You Are. Now, interesting tidbit I learned about the song is apparently if you bought a certain model of Walkman in 2006, this song came preloaded on it. Which, great marketing ploy. Just ask you too. That being said, I guess being pushed onto a device after the fact versus being preloaded is a little different. But either way, Spitalfield, while you're suing North Lane for the mini breakdown at the end, you should also sue U2 for ripping off your marketing ploy. The song still has no hook, but the melody is solid enough. This band has proven that they're pretty good musicians and really good lyricists. Or Mark Rose is a very good lyricist. I'm not sure if the whole band writes the lyrics or not, but in any event, they're good at what they do. I just really wish they would write a hook. Seriously, guys, a 25-second outro? Alright, so overall my thoughts on Spitalfield is I liked enough of all these songs. There wasn't anything that was super annoying to me. The closest was probably just a repetitive chorus. I think they're good at what they do, and maybe if I kind of dove into this back in 2005, 2006, when I discovered Fall Out Boy, maybe I'd have some nostalgia fuel for it, because I really do think I would have been down with this in high school. But now in the year of our Lord 2024, I've just heard this kind of music a lot, and I feel like bands like Midtown and Saves the Day and the like just do the sound better. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below if Spitalfield clears those bands or what your favorite bands are. Maybe there's one I haven't checked out and I could use the help. Before we go, let's rank these songs quickly. So at number 1, we're going to go with Gold Dust vs. State of Illinois. Just overall, liked everything about the song. No elements that bothered me whatsoever other than not having a hook, but, you know, all the songs didn't have that, so can't hold it against it. Number 2 is I loved The Way She Said LA. I understand why this is their big song. It's got a solid melody, just again, no hook, but really the only downside. Number 3, Those Days You Felt Alive gets it only for that strong pre-chorus. The chorus dragged it down a little bit, but I can't ignore the greatness of that pre-chorus. Had this pre-chorus have been with one of the other songs, it probably would have been by far the number 1 song. And finally, Secrets in the Mirror. I just didn't have that Walkman, so I didn't have that experience with it, I guess, in 2006 when it came out. Overall, still a good song. Nothing that annoys me about it. Just doesn't have anything that sticks out like the other 3 tracks did. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for checking out this video on Spitalfield. Once again, I'm Emo Cat Dad, and I'm listening to a new artist or band every day, so make sure you hit the comments and give me more suggestions to check out. Maybe they're early 2000s pop-punk emo bands. Maybe you're here because you just stumbled across one of my heavier Motionless in White or Sleep Token videos, and you want me to check out a band like that. Let me know in the comments, guys. If this is your first time here, though, I do need you to cut my wrists and hit subscribe. Emo Cat Dad out. Peace, y'all.